looks like I need to get busy on these salted caramel chocolate covered strawberries. Now this is a wonderful dessert treat to make and to finish off your wonderful romantic dining experience. Now for this, you're going to need 6 ounces of chocolate chips, preferably dark, but you can also get away with using white. You're going to want 12 average size strawberries, completely dried. You don't want any moisture on them. But you're going to want them average size. If they're too big, well, sometimes too big just doesn't do the job right. You are also going to want 5 ounces of caramel squares. Make sure those squares are unwrapped. You're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of water and a 1/2 tablespoon of kosher salt. So we're going to start this one off by lining a baking sheet with parchment paper. And once you've lined that sheet with that parchment paper, you're just going to want to set it aside. You're going to want to let that baking sheet with that parchment paper just watch. Just let it sit aside and watch and wait in anticipation. Next, you're going to want to use a double boiler, and you're going to slowly melt over a low-medium heat all 6 ounces of those chocolate chips. Now you can use the dark, but you can also use the white. Once that chocolate is nice and melted, you're going to want to individually dip the strawberries into that melted chocolate, but not all the way. You don't want them completely coated. You just want to leave enough exposed. Just enough to keep that imagination flowing. Yeah. After each strawberry's been dipped in the chocolate, you're going to want to take that strawberry and you're going to want to lay it just ever so sweetly onto that baking sheet's parchment paper. Give that baking sheet something to be happy about. Oh yeah. Now you're going to want to take a medium saucepan and you're going to melt over low heat, stirring constantly, 5 ounces of those caramel squares. And you're also going to use 1.5 tablespoons of water just to keep it from getting too hot. And once they're melted, you're going to want to take a fork and just dip it right into that caramel sauce. And then you're going to want to drizzle it. Just drizzle it in a zigzag pattern all across those chocolate-covered strawberries. But not too much. Not too much. You don't want to cover all of that chocolate. Just enough to tease. Just enough caramel to tease the senses. Frosting those chocolate-covered strawberries in caramel in just the most eccentric and sensual way. Once you have all the strawberries completed and coated in that caramel on that baking sheet, you're going to want to chill those strawberries. Just place them in the refrigerator and chill them for a good hour. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then a little bit before serving, remove them from the refrigerator and let them sit out to soften up that caramel. After it's been out for a little bit, that caramel just gets soft in just the right manner, combined with the velvety texture of that chocolate and the amazing, immaculate taste of that strawberry. Just comes to an orgasmic climax on your palate. Enjoy.